So the last thing I wanted to just show you for those who are trying the Evernote is to just show you a couple best practices around how to add a new note. So you see there is a nice big button, add the new note. And when I click that, ta-da, you have to be patient if you have a lot of notes in your Evernote. And there's my new note ready for me to add things to. So if it's not already, you want to change it to the recipes folder. I think there is a way to change the default folder, but for me, I like to put things in my reading folder. Many articles I clip go in the reading folder, so I have that as my default. But I switch this. I'm going to say this is going in recipes. Switch it to the right folder. And then, my favorite salad. So you can certainly start by just typing a recipe. I like to put chickpeas and kale or whatever, vinaigrette. You can type up a recipe, but usually you're going to be doing it either from a website or from a paper copy of something that you have. So I just thought I'll show you how I do a paper one. So I've scanned in a couple of recipes earlier today and had them in my downloads here. This was something that the PC Insiders people sent out. So just add the recipe with the little plus and the attachment there, and boom, you've got it in Evernote. And if it's a PDF, it will only search inside of that thing if it's a paid edition of Evernote. So if you want to make it searchable, instead of using the PDF, which you would get from your scanner, you could do a photo. And again, I took a photo earlier and I just put it in my downloads folder. So that file type will be JPEG. And you click on that. Okay, there we go. And that will be searchable next time you search. So if you wanted to do it out of off of a paper recipe, that's probably the best way to take a photo, or you could do it. Some scanners will do it and scan it and make it a JPEG, an image file. So that's searchable in the free version of Evernote. And then before you leave, you might want to add some categories. I always put categories. Nothing else is mandatory, but I'll say that is a category of, looks like fish. That's a shrimp thing. And I might say, oh, that looks like an appetizer. Oops, category, appetizer. Okay. And then when I'm searching later on for some of those things, that'll come up. And that's as easy as it is. So if I'm on the internet and I thought I'll do an Oh She Glows recipe because her recipes are so great. I clip them all the time. So you can download this little extension for your Chrome browser, which is clipped to Evernote. It looks like the little elephant. And if I click that, it gives me a few different options for saving the recipe. And I usually just do this one that's a simplified article. Evernote does its best to figure out what's the recipe exactly. But if you have the free version, you might want to just go in and delete a bunch of those pictures because they'll cost you. There'll be space on your uploads. Or what you can do is just say, you know what, I really only need, thanks for all the introductory comments and lovely stuff, but I really only need the basic fundamentals of this recipe. So if you select them first and then click the Evernote web clipper, one of your options will be just upload the selection only. So then you see it's not uploading all those images. So you should be able to do that with a free version. And right here in the web clipper, you can change the notebook if you want to put it in the recipe notebook or wherever you're going to put it. And you can add a tag right here too. This is a tag. Say this is a breakfast and it's vegan. That's another tag I like to keep track of. And then you save it and boom, it's added to your Evernote. So it's that easy to clip recipes off the web or use your paper recipes and incorporate them. It's a bit of setup if you have lots of paper things to scan in, but otherwise, I think this is such an easy way to go. There are definitely other apps out there that are specific to recipes. At the time when I was hunting for a recipe app, I couldn't find one that would search through the images of paper-based recipes, and I really wanted that. So that's the only reason I went with this. And now you can see I've got gift ideas, book recommendations, movie recommendations. I save all the paper in here so I don't have to put everything in a file cabinet at home. It's really wonderful. And then, of course, it's replicable. It's on my phone. I can access it from any computer. It's great. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully that was helpful.